Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll cover some little-known facts about the history of Spain. Hope you enjoy. Spain, officially known as Kingdom of Spain, is a country in southwestern Europe, occupying 85% of the Iberian Peninsula. It shares borders with 5 countries: Andorra, France, Morocco, Portugal, and United Kingdom, with Gibraltar. Its coasts are flanked by the Bay of Biscay, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Mediterranean Sea. With an area of 195,000 square miles, it ranks as the 51st largest country in the world. Besides the portion in the peninsula, Spain has 2 archipelagos: Canary Islands, off the coast of Morocco, and the Balearic Islands, next to its eastern coast on the Mediterranean Sea. Also, Spain has the autonomous cities of Ceuta and Melilla, which are exclaves off the northern coast of Morocco. The country's tallest peak is Mount Teide, 12,198 feet, in the island of Tenerife on the Canary Islands. The capital and largest city is Madrid. In Spanish, the main language, it is called España. Other official languages include Catalan, Galician, Basque, and Aranese Occitan. The flag is a horizontal tricolor band with a wide yellow stripe in the middle and 2 red stripes on the sides. There is no specific consensus as to what these colors mean. Near the hoist side, the flag displays the Spanish coat of arms, which itself is a representation of the 6 historical kingdoms that contributed to the formation of Spain. Top left. A castle represents the Kingdom of Castile. Top right. A crowned red lion, the Kingdom of Leon. Bottom left. Red and yellow stripes, the Kingdom of Aragon. Bottom right. The golden chain link, the Kingdom of Navarre. At the bottom, the pomegranate flower, Kingdom of Granada. At the center, the flower of the lily, the House of Bourbon. At each side, 2 columns representing the Pillars of Hercules, which the ancient name for the Strait of Gibraltar, end of the known world for Greeks and Romans. Between the pillars, there's a banner with the inscription, Plus Ultra. This symbolizes Spain's spirit of exploration. Spain is a parliamentary democracy and a constitutional monarchy. This means that while King Felipe VI is the head of state, the Prime Minister, currently Pedro Sánchez, holds the executive power. The legislative branch is headed by the Cortes Generales, a bicameral parliament comprising the Senate, Upper House, and the Congress of Deputies, Lower House. Spain is divided into 17 autonomous communities, which are further divided into provinces, and 2 autonomous cities off the north coast of Morocco, Ceuta and Melilla. Now let's learn some history. Around the 8th century BC, the Phoenicians, a trading empire from the eastern Mediterranean, established colonies on the eastern and southern coasts of Spain. The first of which was Gadir, modern Cadiz. These settlements proved valuable, as the silver extracted helped pay the tributes to the Assyrian Empire. Tin ore used to make bronze was also obtained from the Iberian Peninsula. Following their defeat in the First Punic War against Rome, the Carthaginians, led by Hamilcar Barca, turned their attention to Spain in 237 BC. This new territory was seen as a valuable asset, since all the silver mining helped rebuild the empire and army. Hannibal, Hamilcar's son, further expanded the territory into Spain, as far as Salamanca and the Ebro River. During the Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BC, Roman general Scipio Africanus defeated Carthage. Rome gradually conquered Spain, a process marked by fierce resistance from various Iberian tribes. While Agrippa's defeat of the Cantabrians was a significant milestone, it took centuries for Rome to fully control the territory, which they called Hispania. The territory was then divided into 4 provinces. Hadrian and Trajan, 2 of the greatest Roman emperors, were from Spain. In the late 4th century, the Western Roman Empire fell into chaos due to civil war and foreign incursions. King Alaric of the Visigoths invaded Italy, thus threatening Rome. Emperor Honorius granted them land in Hispania, while seeking their aid to expel the Vandals who had invaded the peninsula in 410. The capital of the Visigoth kingdom was in Toulouse, but in 510, they moved it to Toledo. By 587, the Iberian Peninsula had been unified, and Catholicism was made the official state religion. The Battle of Vouillé in 507 CE saw the Frankish king Clovis decisively defeat the Visigoths under Alaric II. This crucial victory shattered Visigoth power in Gaul, forcing them to retreat south across the Pyrenees mountain range. This defeat greatly weakened the kingdom, making them susceptible to invasion. In 711, there was an invasion by a new enemy, this time from the Middle East, the Umayyad Caliphate. Tariq ibn Ziyad led the Muslim armies across the Strait of Gibraltar into Iberia and defeated King Roderick at the Battle of Guadalete. After the battle, Tariq led his forces to Toledo, and most of the territory capitulated. By the 730s, their control over Spain was fully established, and the region renamed Al-Andalus. The governor then launched a major offensive northward as a means of further territorial acquisition. This was futile since at the Battle of Tours in 732 AD, they were defeated by Charles Martel. In 722 AD, King Pelayo led a small band of Asturians to victory against a much larger Muslim army at the Battle of Covadonga. This victory is widely regarded as the beginning of the Reconquista, the centuries-long struggle by Christians to reclaim Spain from the Moors. Pelayo's victory at Covadonga also led to the establishment of the Kingdom of Asturias. As a side note, the term Moors was initially used to refer to people from a specific region in northeastern Africa, but later became a more general term for Muslims in Europe, particularly those associated with the Islamic presence in the Iberian Peninsula. By 750, revolts in the Middle East led to the overthrow of the Umayyad dynasty by the Abbasid clan. In 756, Abd al-Rahman I, a surviving member of the Umayyad dynasty, established an independent emirate in Córdoba. In 929, his descendant, Abd al-Rahman III, formed the Caliphate of Córdoba with himself as caliph, marking the height of Al-Andalus's power and cultural flourishing. By the 11th century, this caliphate, once a powerful Islamic state in the Iberian Peninsula, had fragmented into smaller kingdoms called taifas. The Almoravid Empire, a Berber dynasty originating from North Africa, conquered the territory of the former Emirate of Córdoba. This conquest temporarily halted Christian expansion in the region. In 1147, the Almohads, another Berber dynasty from North Africa, conquered the Almoravids. Due to their strict adherence to the Islamic faith, Jews and Christians were persecuted during their rule. Initially, This empire succeeded militarily against the northern Christian kingdoms. This success was short-lived, however, since the kingdoms of Castile, Navarre, Aragon, and Portugal joined forces and dealt a decisive blow to the caliphate. The defeat in 1212 at the Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa led to the beginning of the downfall of the Almohad Caliphate and eventually the dissolution of Al-Andalus. After the marriage of Ferdinand of Aragon and Isabella of Castile in 1468, their two kingdoms, being the most powerful of the Iberian Peninsula, were united. This union formed the Kingdom of Spain in 1479, which now had the military prowess to defeat the Kingdom of Granada. On January 2, 1492, the Taifa of Granada fell, and thus more than 700 years of Islamic rule ended. The Spanish Inquisition, established in 1478 by the monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella, was a judicial institution aimed at maintaining the Catholic faith in Spain and strengthening the monarchy. The Inquisition targeted conversos, converted Jews and Muslims, suspected of secretly practicing their former religions, and later included Protestants as well. It was notorious for its use of torture and unjust trials to extract confessions. It played a key role in strengthening the power of the monarchy and enforcing religious unity, which led to the persecution, expulsion, and execution of many individuals. It is estimated that a total of 32,000 people were killed and 200,000 were expelled. The institution operated until its official abolition in 1834 by Queen Regent Maria Cristina de Bourbon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2.